What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Spider-Man Far From Home. So it's been a while since I've covered this subject on this channel, but it's something we are eager to cover. So make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel-based videos. So Spider-Man Far From Home is currently filming and it's coming out next year in July. But expect the first trailer for the next Spider-Man movie to drop around December, maybe January at the very latest. So we know that the Sinister 6 is coming, but who is behind everything? Now, in my opinion, it's got something to do with Antman and the Wasp. So Sony mentions having an employee who is willing to pay billions for Hank Pym's new quantum realm technology. Who is the mystery man or mystery female? Is this a set up future Antman and Wasp villain? I don't know, but I think it's more related towards the Spider-Man world, but there's no proof. So what we know about Sony is that he's a black market arms dealer. Now, if Marvel Studios wanted a chance to further integrate Spider-Man universe into MCU, then this would be a great way to do it. And how they could do it is the mystery buyer could be Norman Osborn, as both an adversary of Spider-Man and also the Avengers. Also, as a industrialist, he's just insanely rich. It would just make logical sense for him to want to acquire Hank Pym's lab. There's also a lot of money to be made in Hank Pym's technology. So who is Norman Osborn? He is the Green Goblin. We have seen him multiple times before in other Spider-Man movies with different Spider-Man actors. It's worth saying, who bought the Avengers Tower during Spider-Man Homecoming? One iconic building missing from the New York skyline in the Marvel Cinematic Universe is the Oscorp building. Norman Osborn and his family are key players in Peter Parker's life, especially when he has fully embraced the heroic role of Spider-Man. Whilst in a Spider-Man Homecoming, he's not there yet. The head of Osborn family, who later became the Green Goblin, and there are other characters within the Osborn clan who were also left out of Parker's early days in the MCU. They could easily add it. So it was rumoured back in 2012 that the Oscorp building was going to be incorporated in 2012 in the Avengers film, largely which took place in New York. However, negotiations between Sony and Marvel Studios could not reach an agreement in Spider-Man. So in Spider-Man, Harry Osborn was best friends with Peter Parker, and a conflict between the family turned them against each other in one story or another. And obviously we've seen the James Franco variation of it, the second incarnation of the Green Goblin, swearing revenge upon his best friend as justice for his fallen father. Now, I think this will be a pretty cool storyline if they were to go down this route, because we know someone's behind the Sinister Six. I'm not saying they have to show up in this movie, but there could be a cheeky Easter egg, a cheeky post-credit scene towards the Green Goblin potentially coming. But this was said during the Homecoming press conferences, interviews, Homecoming. There are certainly characters I don't think that we're going to see right at the minute. I don't know how many times we could do Green Goblin. So this was said during the first Spider-Man movie. See, I'm talking about Spider-Man 3. They could kind of briefly show who it is, and another leak did also hint to that. So we know they're doing the Sinister Six, so I wouldn't rule out the Green Goblin being behind all the villains from Spider-Man Far From Home. Who else could it be? It could be Dr. Octopus, aka Dr. Octavius. So a while ago there was a Reddit leak for the full thing, and everyone discredited it because they called it Spider-Man Field Trip. Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Field Trip, the ideology is the same. So this said that Mysterio's employer is apparently a major villain from the comics who is prominently in Spider-Man movie going forward. No word on who is yet casted. They will have a minor role in this movie. Sony are eyeing up an A-lister. So could this A-lister be Norman Osborn or Dr. Octopus? Very likely, because this leak also did say that Vulture and Scorpio would appear in this movie, and they appear to be in this movie. So guys, let me know, who do you think is behind everything? Now, we know the Sinister Six is coming, we know Hydra Man's coming, we know there's a bunch of villains in this movie, probably too many for Spider-Man to handle himself, hence why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. are also appearing in this movie, and there's rumours that Spider-Woman might potentially be in this movie. So guys, let me know. I think this does clarify that the Green Goblin or Dr. Octopus will appear in this movie, because there was a leak such a long time ago about it, and eventually Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin are going to have to appear. Now, it doesn't matter what Amy Pascal said about during the Homecoming, because you have to remember, she said the same thing about Venom. Venom and Spider-Man are in part of the same universe, so if she was wrong about this, is she wrong about Green Goblin showing up in this movie? Of course, I do think at the same time, if Green Goblin was going to be in this movie, they would have advertised it. I mean, it is hard for them to cast someone, but like it did say in the potential leak, revealed, confirmed leak, that they wouldn't play a major part in this movie. They'd have a tiny role and they'd keep it secret. So I do believe one of these characters could actually show up in the movie. So guys, let me know in the comment box down below who bought the Avengers Tower and who is the secret buyer in Antman and the Wasp, and is it really to do with the Spider-Man verse in the MCU, or is it just to do with a future Antman and the Wasp movie? So anyway guys, like always, please like, subscribe and share the video, and I will catch you in another video later on, which will finally be my Adam Warlock in Avengers 4 video. Like always guys, I will catch you in another video. Very soon. I'll catch you. Oh yeah.